Hello, everyone, and welcome to 1923 Main Street.
Home of the Daddy, Daughter, Disney Travel Podcast. We are your hosts.
I am Mike Bello-Braddock.
And I'm Amelia Bello-Braddock. And today we're going to be telling you how to get the best out of your nights at Walt Disney World.
Specifically, we're going to talk about what are the best rides to ride at night in each park. And a long time ago, I think we did an episode on Disney After Dark. But this time we're going to focus in on rides. And
Because
I would
they're
say
the most important.
there's certain things. Well, there's some other stuff that's cool at night, like World Showcase and, some areas with cool mood lighting. Like Tomorrowland's pretty cool at night, minus the Speedway.
Don't you mean Yesterdayland?
But there are certain rides that really shine at night, much more so than others. So we're going to dive into that. We will go park by park, like we like to go, I think. Do you have a park you'd like to start with?
Magic Kingdom.
Of course, the classic.
Has
and also
some of the most, I would say.
it has the most rides.
Yeah.
And it also, because you know me, I actually made a list.
Of course.
So, and it does have the most rides I think are extra special at night. Let's start with you. Why don't you tell me what would be your first ride at Magic Kingdom that you think, I think we're saying is different and or better at night?
Well, no one ever tells me anything. So I don't really have a list. But I like more...
Off the top of your head.
I like Tomorrowland at night because it's more... not spacey, but just, I don't know. It's cooler at night. I like the People Mover at night, Tomorrowland Transit Authority. I think that's really fun to do at night.
Why do you think it's fun to do at night versus the day? Okay, do you like it better at night?
Yes.
Why?
Because, I just like the night better in general. But I think because it's like darker outside, and so you almost get to see more of Tomorrowland as it's cooler because you can see more when it's not so light and blinding and you're just kind of hot and annoyed.
I would actually agree that Tomorrowland itself
is better at night.
Is way better at night. In the day,
it's not bad.
It's sort of an odd land in the day. It doesn't come together as well as the other lands do in terms of a sort of theming look and feel. It's all concrete. It's a bit scattered. It's got a bunch of random neon signs, even Stitch's Great Escape sort of still sitting there. But at night, when the sort of neon and space-like stuff we consider future-like, when you see movies, it does look better at night. And there's the new Tomorrowland entrance sign. So, yeah, I would agree. I had also the People Mover on my list.
I would also say another famous Tomorrowland ride that everyone on Twitter seems to just adore, a Tomorrowland Speedway.
I did not have that on my list.
It's so much better at night.
Why?
Because driving at night is just a lot more fun. It's like cooler, like really cool. And again, you can it seems more almost like, not like rocking necessarily, but it seems like cooler and more fun and more, not wild, but
at night.
Yeah, it's a different, much more fun, in my personal opinion, experience.
See, I didn't even have this on my list because it's no secret I don't like it. But I would like to point out, for those of you who listened to last week's on, what was our topic? Ditch it, update it, or leave it as is. And I did do a Twitter poll giving options for which of these four would you ditch. And the far and away winner with over 50% of the votes was the Tomorrowland Speedway. So thank you, everyone who took part in that.
All I'm saying
for confirming my personal beliefs.
I'm saying is people on Twitter are lost.
So the Speedway, I disagree with that. I don't like it at any time. I don't think it's any... Well, maybe it's better at night because you can't see it as much.
If you had to ride it, would you ride it in the day or at night?
I don't know. I would just not ride it.
So that means at night.
I do have on my list another Tomorrowland ride that I think is so much cooler at night.
Astro Orbiter?
Astro Orbiter, for sure. And, there's going to be a bit of a theme here, but the outdoor rides at night, not all of them, but are much better. And Astro Orbiter, because you're up high, at night, things like the castle and the contemporary and, lit things in the distance really stand out. So when you're spinning
Yeah.
around,
Or even just Space Mountain too, because that's
yeah,
lit up at night.
exactly. You get
And
some really cool views.
Is a lot bigger than the castle. Space Mountain is huge.
Well, it's also closer, but it is pretty big. It's wider for sure.
Yeah, it's wider.
Footprint.
Well, when you're looking at it from far away, from like the roof of Bay Lake or something, it is astronomically
Again,
bigger.
it's closer than the Castle to Bay Lake roof. But anyway, Astro Orbiter is, I also agree, a really, really good ride to do at night. I like it in the day. I do like that ride. I did talk about some updates I'd like to see to it, but generally, I think it's a great ride. And at night,
It's
definitely
fun.
do Astro Orbiter.
I would also argue for another ride that is similar to that, the Magic Carpets of Aladdin, also at night, because again, it's more the feel that you're looking for when you ride that ride. It's more like the scene in the movie because they do a whole new world at night with the stars and everything, especially if it is a nice night and it's not just been raining for 3 hours.
Actually, this is a good point. I did not have Dumbo or Aladdin Flying Carpets on my list, but I guess for kids at night, Astro
Yeah.
Orbiter maybe it's similar, but they might not like it so high in the air.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I would say, yeah, for kids at night, I
Oh.
could see what you just said.
Or especially if you just like the a movie and you want that, they do it at night, so it's more themed. Is that? Yes, themed. That's what we're gonna go with here, folks.
What, for kids, you mean?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more themed. It's especially if your little one has just become Jasmine in the Bibbidi
Well,
Bobbidi
here's another
Boutique.
one I think looks super, super colorful and way better at night because it is so colorful, and that is Mad Tea Party. I think
Ooh.
Mad Tea Party at night. And the beauty is, of course, you can take little kids on it because you control how fast or slow you spin. So I still love that ride. I can still spin with the best of them on that ride. And I really, really, I love taking pictures of it at night because it looks so cool. There's
Yeah.
good lighting. It stands out in that sort of dark little spot that it's in.
I just think a lot of the rides that are good at night allow you to see more of the park and see more of the nighttime. It was because the parks are very cool at night. They have lighting everywhere.
Yeah,
and-
Mad Tea Party doesn't fall into that. You can't really see a lot from it. But because it's inside a big top, sort of covered,
Yeah.
it looks really, it's a cool atmosphere at night when it's all, instead of being all bright light around it, which takes away from the colors, it's all dark around it. So you really feel like, ooh, this is sort of cool. I'm inside a story almost, you know?
I mean, I guess it could be more immersive, but less as if it's for the point of view as doing it at night so you can see more. So I guess it's more of an immersive story within the tea party itself, sort of. So it's more.
Wow, that was very deep. For me just thinking it's cool because it's all dark.
It's probably you like it at night for a different reason than a lot of the other rides
Yeah, that's true.
at night.
And close by there, another obvious one at night for me, Seven Dwarfs Mine
Yeah,
Train.
I was just thinking that. Because, I mean, me personally, it's just because the only time I've done this at night was an extra magic hour and I went through the standby light and now I'm just thinking about is those light up gems that you can touch. I think it's really cool because you're not being plunged out of the scene inside the mountain when they have all the dwarfs and they're doing the hi-ho song. You're not necessarily plunged out of it. It kind of continues almost when
Yeah, because it's dark all the time.
Yeah.
There's something about these coasters hurtling through the air in the dark,
hurtling through the air. What is...
flying through the air in the dark.
Oh, I guess they're just breaking off the tracks
on the
then, apparently,
track.
folks.
Well, not this one, but some other ones maybe feel more like that. But yeah, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at night and even the line is better at night there, like you
Yeah.
said, because there is colorful stuff in the line. So when it's that dark atmosphere outside, it feels better.
It's honestly, for me, a lot of these rides are fun at night because I rarely do them at night at all. So we ride in this Fast Pass line normally, but if you're riding them at night, you're often riding the standby line. So it's more cool for me. Like even indoor rides like Haunted Mansion, I like them because the standby lines are very cool. And I had never known that.
And
before.
hopefully some sort of fast pass, some way, shape, or form comes back. I don't care really how they do it. Just let's ease those standby lines somehow. Now I have one that is an indoor ride that I think is better at night.
Okay.
Haunted Mansion.
I literally just said that's a way to copy me.
When did you say that?
Like literally 2 seconds
Oh,
ago.
I didn't hear you segue into it, probably because I was looking down at my list. Yeah, Haunted Mansion, because first of all, the line, obviously the whole atmosphere.
Okay. So you're just repeating what I said.
And sometimes they have mist around it, floating around at night. And there's some good not character, but extra magic shots that you
Yes.
can get, right? Photo pass shots with the horseless carriage that also look cool at night. So, and then I like coming out of Haunted Mansion and it's dark. So I really like, for an indoor ride, Haunted
Yeah.
Mansion.
It's surprisingly cool at night because
It's the mood, the whole mood.
it's almost like you can tell it's night outside and therefore it's more fun.
It's just spookier.
Even though, it's odd.
Even though you're inside. Because you know what? It doesn't break the magic. In the day you come out, it's like, oh my gosh, it's 90 degrees and blistering sun.
Yeah.
But when you come out in the dark, you keep that mood. So maybe come out and go right into Memento Mori and
Like
shop.
I said, a lot of these things you like them better at night because they're more of an experience. It's more immersive. It's more, you get more out of the ride.
Yeah, it's like changing the set.
You can experience it more at night than in the day when the heat and the sun kind of ruins it a little bit.
It does ruin it. Now there's a couple that are on trend. First of all, I think your favorite coaster in the park.
Big Thunder?
Big Thunder. Is that your favorite coaster in the park?
Yes, it is.
And it is awesome at night. And it's not just because it's a coaster outside at night. So flying through the air, as I said before, on a track is so much more fun at night. But Big Thunder actually has some of the buildings that are lit up at night, like there's parties going on and stuff inside. So it's got another element that you don't get in the day that you do get at night.
And even without that extra element, it's more specific. The theme of Big Thunder is sort of kind of a railroad, which is almost works as not necessarily being spooky, but kind of
A runaway mine train.
yeah. It's a
not a runaway mine train, but a runaway rail. Well, I guess it is a mine train. It's the Big Thunder mine, right? So
Big and Thunder's Runaway Railway
yeah.
coming soon.
Yeah. So the mine train, Big Thunder is definitely cooler. In fact, okay, I've got one more, and then I'm going to say which of these is the best
What,
at night.
Splash?
So, yes, Splash at night. My only caveat
It's you get wet.
is you get wet. So
You're gonna get wet.
So maybe, like, I always like to leave Splash towards the end of my whatever visit it is. If it's the morning we're there, whatever, and we're going to go back to the hotel for lunch, I don't like to walk around wet. And I tend to get wet, especially the seats are always wet. So
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't been on Splash in like 10 years.
Well, we'll ride it at night this time.
That's what I've been saying. I'm like, I gotta go on.
Because we're going to the Boo Bash, so we can check it out.
Oh, yay. Let's just get all those costumes all wet and soaking.
I'm not wearing a costume this time. It's too hot. Too hot in August.
Yes, that must be so
We've
immersive
done that
for you.
at the Halloween party. I'm going to skip that for the Boo Bash. But yeah, I really think Splash is cool at night. Because coming down that hill and you come out of the mountain, but then you go down the hill and it's dark. So it's almost like the Pirates of the Caribbean when you go down the hill in the dark, but it's a much bigger hill with a much bigger splash.
Then you get the fun experience of all those nighttime mosquitoes coming to get you when you're wet, because that's always a great after party.
Their mosquito stuff works pretty well. Their anti-mosquito setup that they have there all around. But there still are mosquito bites. I always read these articles. Oh, why there are no mosquito? Well, there are less mosquitoes than you think, but there are mosquitoes there.
You just never get bit.
Yeah, they don't like me as much as they like you.
I'm like a juicy hamburger.
Yeah, I'm not. For me, my blood is not their favorite.
Mosquito bite right now.
All right, so we've talked about a ton of rides in Magic Kingdom Park, which has the most rides anyway. Of those, which is your ultimate favorite nighttime ride?
Probably Big Thunder. It's just Big Thunder is my favorite coaster anyways. So riding it at night just kind of adds an extra element, which just even makes it that much better to ride in general. So I just find it so much more fun to ride at night because it's a cooler and different experience, which is unlike there's no other rides like Big Thunder at night, I don't think, really, unless I'm just completely blanking.
You mean that add a special element?
Yeah, and that are also just a runaway mine train at night with the big... I can't think of any... I mean, I guess mine train, but that's more Snow White than just a non-themed ride,
Plus, it's not as much of a exciting coaster, right? It's tamed compared to Big Thunder.
Yeah, Big Thunder, it's sort of... I'm not sure if there is some sort of thing that they based it on, but for me, it's
No, they're
always
doing
just,
the opposite. They're
Yeah.
making a movie based on it.
yeah, like Jungle Cruise, I think.
Yeah.
But for me, I was just gonna say this is like it's a Disney ride, and it's sort of a Disney staple, which is not necessarily branded or rebranded to be, hey, look, there's a Disney character. Let's go ride that.
Yeah, they're doing the opposite, which we discussed in that
Which
episode.
I like. I
which-
think that's good.
Well, it's better than turning it into trying to shove it into some movie that they already have.
Yeah, because I like Big Thunder, and I do not think it needs to be updated.
So
Go check out our last episode.
I would think that, yeah, I'm just looking. I think Big Thunder, because it has special elements specifically made for
Yeah.
people who ride at night, I think it is my favorite nighttime ride in Magic Kingdom Park as well.
Unless you count Space Mountain during a special party, which they make it completely black.
Yeah, but that's day or night. I like
Yeah.
Space Mountain, but I don't think it's any better
It's not
day or
really,
night.
because it's all inside.
At least in the way these rides are. What about the carousel? I was debating that for my list.
So, I don't really notice it.
Because you go on it a lot.
I do. I really like the carousel. I don't really notice any change.
Okay, so you don't feel different at night.
Yeah. I would almost prefer it in the day.
Okay, that's good.
I don't know. I like it all times of day.
All
doesn't
right,
really
so Magic
change.
Kingdom Park at night, a great park, has the most rides generally.
Yeah, but there's a reason that Mickey's Not So Scary and Very Merry holiday parties are there.
Yeah, it's
Right.
it's the classic Disney park. Now the rest of them are pretty slim pickings here. So let's
I noticed that when I was making my list.
let's. What list in your head?
My list
Mental
of,
list?
No, my list of rides to do.
Oh.
That these start to slim. As
All
well
right.
as well.
Let's go to Disney's Hollywood
Yeah,
Studios.
which has I would guess the second most rides.
Okay, what do you think is a good ride there to do at night? Or would you like me to start?
I would like to start with Tower of Terror
Oh, that was going to be mine.
because it opens up and then it's dark. I'm like, yes, it's so much more creepy.
It's so much better at night. And as I've said in the past, if it's raining a little bit, then that helps as well. Yeah, first of all, it's pretty much the same argument as Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
Like Tower of Terror has a great entry line too through the gardens, and when it's dark, it's just adding to that
There's
storyline.
an outside element to it. It's not just it's not like Space Mountain, which is completely inside.
Yeah, the whole ambiance of Tower of Terror is just enhanced by dark. But exactly what you said, when you're on it and you're stopping in a couple of spots and the doors open, when you get that blinding sunlight during the day, I mean, it's sort of neat, but it's not as cool as if you've ridden it at night and it opens and it's all dark out. It's just that spookiness enhanced.
Although if you have little kids, that might just not be very helpful if they're already scared of the ride. So do with it what you will.
And then, of course, you exit the ride and it's dark. So it's all just
Yeah.
really, really cool. Tower of Terror, definite
Well, actually,
must
you exit
do.
the shop and then it's dark.
Yeah, we'll exit the whole experience and it's dark.
Yes.
So definite must do at night.
I think Hollywood has some good ones to ride at night because it's more.
I only have one other one, so I'm
What?
curious to see what you think.
I have a few other ones.
Okay, do you want to go next?
I would say, and I know you don't like this one, which I think is very mean. I enjoy Alien Swirling Saucers, and I think for a similar reason that you would have teacups, I would also like this one.
No. I knew you were going to say that as soon as you said Alien Swirling Saucers, but it's not, and I'm going to make sure you see that on our next visit. It's just not as cool at night. You know why I think it is? Well, this is in my opinion.
It's cool at night because they're like an alien and it's kind of like dark, like space.
It doesn't feel as dark at night there because the Mad Tea Party is by itself and it's dark all around it, even though that horrid light from the Speedway ruins the background.
Oh, hating on the Speedway.
Hating on the Speedway. But Alien Swirling Saucers in that more dense Toy Story Land area, it just doesn't give me personally the same feeling as... So I don't have it as a great night ride.
But see,
I don't mind going on it. I think Tow Mater is a better ride than California Adventure, but whatever.
Well, you're wrong. But it's not a good night ride for the same reason as the teacups. It's a good night ride because
A
of
good night ride? Hey, that's sort of cool. What's a good night ride?
Alien Swirling Saucers.
No, not good night ride, but a good night ride. In other words, the last ride of the day.
Alien Swirling Saucers.
Oh, no.
No, that's not true. I just think it would be. because it's sort of as if it's the space ambiance, because it could be like the lights that are there are sort of the ships, and then you have the sky, which is
Yeah,
like
you're
space,
pushing
so
it.
that's
I'm sorry, Amelia, but you have not convinced me in the debate, and I win.
the be all end all of rides.
Yes, I am. Now moving on.
Slinky Dog.
Yes, now that is a great ride at night.
What's the difference?
Well, it's outdoor. You're hurtling through space.
Alien swirling saucers is outdoor.
No, but there's something about going fast
but
outdoors, and it stops in the middle with the lit up sort of
alien swirling
takeoff
saucers
zone.
Is outdoor.
So
they're
you're telling me
aliens.
you think alien swirling saucers is better at night than Slinky Dog Dash?
No, I think they're equal, because with alien swirling saucers,
no.
they're aliens. It's like they're in space. What would a slink dog be doing in space?
All right, I think I might have a poll forming here to shut you down again with with our Twitter audience.
Twitter doesn't like me.
Well, you're just on the less popular side of opinion, it would seem. But no, I think Slinky Dog far and away.
I would say they're equal.
No, not even close. I'm sorry, Amelia, so close, but again, you lose this argument. And that's it. I don't have any other rides in Hollywood Studios that I think are better at night.
Hollywood has a lot of good rides, but they're not specifically better at night, you know?
And you could say, let's say Smuggler's Run.
Yeah.
Oh, it's better at night because you're in the dark flying in space. But it's not, you don't get that same feeling. It doesn't carry over the way it does for Tower of Terror or something like that. I do think Galaxy's Edge is better at night generally, but that's not what we're talking about today.
Ride specifically.
So I just have Tower of Terror and Slinky Dog as the two in that part.
I disagree with you.
So above those, and you have alien swirling saucers, is there anything else you have?
I'm not that I can think of off of the top of my head. I think most of the rides at Hollywood are more indoor rides or aren't daytime specific.
Okay, we have 2 parks left. And I only have one single ride in each of these parks personally that I think is stellar at night.
I don't even know what you're going to... Oh, never mind. I know.
All right, let's go to Animal Kingdom Park.
Everest.
Yes, Expedition Everest, the same as we've been talking about. I do think it's very cool because you're...
Coasters specifically are good at night.
But these ones also, and a lot of their coasters do this, you go in and out of dark areas.
Yeah.
So you could argue that coming out of the dark at Expedition Everest before you go down that whooshing big hill and turn at the very end is better in the day coming out into the light, but I think it's scarier in the dark.
Yeah.
So if you're going with someone who's never been on it before and you can do it at night, definitely do it at night. It's so much cooler at night, even when there's no track and all that stuff.
Hi, welcome to another tutorial on how to scare your friends.
Yeah, how to scare your friends. I remember when Erin, my wife, Amelia's mom, first wrote it, I never told her it went backwards.
That was fun experience.
So don't tell them it goes backwards and send them on it at night, and they will have the best experience of all for their first time.
Or they might hate you. Who
There's
knows?
my tip for the day. And I don't really love Kilimanjaro Safari at night.
Animal Kingdom does not have very
It's
good
not a
night
night
rides.
It's a cool place at night, sort of like Galaxy's Edge.
But not ride specific, especially because most of the animals aren't nocturnal.
Pandora is nice at night.
Yeah. But most of the animals at Animal Kingdom sleep at night.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they try to sort of make Kilimanjaro interesting at night, but
if watching sleeping animals is your thing, then you'll love Epcot at night.
Yeah, Epcot. Animal Kingdom.
I'm
at
tired.
night. So anything else at Expedition Everest that you think? It's a pretty, not much in the way of rides that shine at night other than Everest.
Yeah, but I would say even with Everest, what I try to do is I try to make it a story, like, because you are climbing a mountain, but now it's night and there's a Yeti and it's a mountainous beast.
Because there is Triceratops Spin, which is basically the Dumbo of that park. But
it's fine at night. It's nothing
it's
special.
nothing special.
We didn't include Dumbo.
It's not a must-do for night. Even though Stacy's gone from our lives in the hotel rooms, we will continue on with her must-do Disneys. All right.
What about, is this even at Animal Kingdom, the River Rapids, or where is that?
Yes, Cali River Rapids.
That could also be fun at night.
I don't like it. It is fun at night, but it's not for me. I've been on it at night, and I don't know. For some reason, maybe, I just don't know why it didn't strike me as...
It's just another option, because Animal Kingdom really doesn't have
like everything's
much.
sort of fun at night because the atmosphere is different, but we're really trying to hone in on which rides really shine at night.
Everything is so fun all the time. Please go to Disney World.
And I know some people do think Cali is great at night. And it's okay at night, don't get me wrong. It's not like I wouldn't ride anything at night,
Yeah.
right? It's just which is even better. Now, the hardest one of all for me was Epcot.
Why? I thought of one instantly.
Which one are you thinking?
Test Track.
Yeah, that's the only one. And there's a general theme.
There are no other rides that are out in the open.
Yeah, even with the new rides, unless I don't think Cosmic Rewind goes outdoors. I think it's more like Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yeah. And Ratatouille, I don't think.
Again, World Showcase, I think is cool at night.
Yeah, but it's not a ride, you know?
And Test Track, it's really when the doors open and you speed around. It's fun in the day because you're coming out of the dark and it's
never
bright,
not fun.
but it is just cooler at racing around in the dark. I guess I like going fast outside at night. That's my theme. So all of these coaster type rides and Test Track, which is speed like a coaster, even faster.
Speed? Huh. And what if you were to go on that tomorrow and that was the way?
What are you talking about?
So you could say it was almost like a Tomorrowland Speedway.
No, not at all. I don't want to be banging back and forth on that center strip and choking on gas. I'd have to wear a different kind of mask on that ride, a full-on gas mask.
But I mean, the good thing about riding Test Track at night is you're not blinded by the sun, right? You're not ambushed by the light and then you can't see and then you're covering your eyes. And
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot now.
Oh, no.
I'm going to teleport you to Walt Disney World instantly tonight.
Thanks.
For 10 minutes, you can go on one ride.
What about wait times?
No wait times. You have a VIP tour access. You can go on one ride at night in Walt Disney World, and that's it. Which one would you pick?
Alien swirling saucers. No, I'm kidding. Probably Big Thunder.
Yeah, this is hard. I asked this question. I didn't think of my own answer.
Yeah, I'm going to throw it back at you.
I'm going to go Expedition Everest. Just because it's got
Ooh.
more thrills than Big Thunder.
Yeah.
I do like how Big Thunder has stuff to
Yeah.
look at, but also Summit Plummet, the water park.
Is that a ride?
Well, I just threw it in
Is
because
that
if you want to scare, someone asked, what's the most intense ride at Disney World? Well, it's Summit Plummet at Blizzard Beach, if you ask me.
Scare your friends.
But it is also cool at night. Just to throw in a little bit of water park action for you, Summit Plummet at night is wicked scary. Trust me.
Water parks at night are generally fun. Like this Adventure
super
Falls.
fun. If they ever come back with H2O glow nights in a normal world and you haven't done it, definitely do it. That was a typhoon.
Water parks are also great at night, but we don't have time for all
We don't
of
have time
today.
for that today. So let us know this week on social media as we post. If we miss something, maybe I'll do some polls like I promised I would. To find out what you think your favorite rides at nighttime are. So the parks are awesome at night. The rides are even better. And these ones, for us, really stand out. So if you haven't tried these at night, definitely do it on your next Walt Disney World vacation. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. Check us out on social media at 1923 Main Street and Instagram included. And if you like Disney Parks photos, definitely check out our Instagram feed at 1923 Main Street. Thanks for listening. We'll see you again next week and have a magical day.
Bye-bye.